It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. The return starts at the 18. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Play action, Prescott. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They've got a man in motion. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. A great try at that first down.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now Dak to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dak now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, here's Dak. Has it at the 7. And in for the Dallas touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They go play action on first. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Caleb Shudak on to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning from the 18-yard line. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. On first down, they'll start with Gibson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibson. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here comes Aaron Sipos to put his leg into it on 4th down. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Seahawks football. 1st down, ball at the 36. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Play action on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, Prescott. This finds Cooks complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Catch made by Cooks. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. From the red zone now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense to the line for 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They're going play action. Finds Smith and Jigba. A pickup there of 39. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. From the 17. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Walker goes up and over for the touchdown. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Shudak on to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Cowboys and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Throwing on first is Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The give inside to Gibson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Byron Murphy there to make the play. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They run it with Gibson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Running it again with Gibson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They send him in motion. Dak off the play fake. Caught on the comeback route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here. Complete out to the right. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Deron Bland.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Quick on the draw to Gibson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Play action, Prescott. Cut by Gibson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now a run with Gibson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Dak now from the gun. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. First down, here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Seahawks 17-yard line.
This give to Gibson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 4-yard line.
Up the middle, Vaughn. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T.
Brings up
And it's the Cowboys with a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he has it near the sideline and near the marker. Well, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Nearly a big play on 3rd, but now 4th down.
sets up 4th down.
Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Piniero's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. They go play action on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up a throw. Into the hands of Walker.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle. In this case, run him right out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 1st and 10, Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Prescott here from the gun. That's completed right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone now. And the defender comes away with it. And the Seahawks will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers.